Hello out there in the YouTube land. I just thought I'd do a really quick video. It's Monday night. It's the first chance I've had to do this. Saturday night here in Anchorage at the Sullivan Arena, they had the WWE Road to WrestleMania. Now, I got the program, $15. I got the ticket for my older sister. She gave it to me for an early birthday present, and it is a really high quality stuff. It just goes over who's and who and what's in what. And I have to say, I had a great time. Now, it was a dark show, meaning it wasn't on TV. And so Mick Foley, who is the general manager of Raw, appeared on the by video to introduce it, and then they just got into everything. There were well, first of all, it was cold. Every time the WWE comes up here, it's in the middle of winter, and it gets cold when they're up here. It was like 5 degrees, and I had to wait in line for like half an hour in a pair of shorts and a t-shirt. And when I got in there, I had one lady on the side of me. And I don't know if any of you, here, let me turn this down. I don't know if any of you know this, but people who have drinking problems usually drink mouthwash for the alcohol content. The lady sitting next to me reeked of mouthwash, and she was obviously a little bit tipsy and fell asleep about a quarter of the way through for most of it, except until the very end. And then the guy on the right side of me was an older gentleman who brought his Down syndrome son to the show, and his son was enjoying the hell out of himself, which you should. And this kid was loving it, and I really liked the fact that the father did that. He had no idea what was going on, so I'm leaning over to him, explaining him to who was who, and okay, these guys are the good guys, these guys are the bad guys. Letting him root for whoever he wanted. But he seemed to be just enjoying the fact that he was there with his son, and which made it even better. Now, as for the matches, let's see if I can remember who everything was there. There was, this isn't in any particular order, Braun Strowman versus Sin Cara, which I thought was kind of a joke, because if you know anything about wrestling, you realize that Braun Strowman is massive and Sin Cara is tiny. He was tossing him around the ring like he was just not even there. That match didn't last long. It was kind of fun to see, just because it's like, damn. You had Cesaro and why can't I remember his name? The Celtic Warrior. Oh, Sheamus versus the two champions, tag team champions, and the New Day in a tag team triple threat tag team match. And of course, on dark shows, they don't change the champions, just because there's no point in doing it, because it's not on film. But it was still a very entertaining match. You had Cesaro coming out there, and he's and everyone's cheering, and Sheamus comes out, and he's and booing, so they went back and forth. And of course, the New Day kept doing their with the little the horn, and the champions that came out and didn't do much of their. They were just because we were the bad guys. You had, let's see, you had what is his name? The little dude, the Ultimate G, and Gallows. Oh, it's Gallows and Anderson. I'm sorry. The little guy and his 7-foot friend, SAWFT Soft. They got into a match with. Oh my God! I know this probably isn't very helpful, but they won. And then you had Bailey and the Boss against Charlotte Flair and this very large Samoan woman or Islander woman who probably could have taken just about any guy in the arena in a tag team match. So obviously it wasn't packages in a tag team match. So obviously it wasn't a championship match. And Charlotte lost. She got pinned. But, it wasn't for the championship because it was a tag team. And it was rather funny because about half the arena were all just, woo! Because it's a Flair. You could tell who the old school people were because they were doing the woos, and the younger people were like, what are you talking about? And then, of course, you had Jericho, Y2J, fighting. Wow. Okay. Anyway, he was fighting, and he came out and he was talking smack like he always does. Spent like 10 minutes insulting the city and the people, just because that's what the bad guys do. And he says, "Oh, you want me to put you on the guys on the list? You guys want me to put you on the list? Nope, not going to do it because you want us to do it." Anchorage, when I got into the airport this morning, it came out, it stank, and I realized Alaska is the anus of America. That's why it stinks. So, I thought that was kind of funny. A friend of mine told me earlier today that his son was getting really pissed that, said, "You can't say that about Alaska." Which was the point. The bad guys do this stuff like that. And so Jericho, he starts his fight and was losing. So Kevin Anderson comes out. Kevin Anderson was supposed to be fighting Roman Reigns for the Ultimate Champ, for the big championship. So Kevin Anderson comes out to try and help Jeff Jarrett. Not Jeff Jarrett, but Y2J. I'm sorry. And so it's 2-on-1, and all of a sudden you hear dun 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 dun, and here comes Roman Reigns. For once, he didn't come out to the crowd, which I thought was kind of funny. And so they sort of all tussling, and then all of a sudden it turns into a tag team match. Y2J, Kevin Anderson versus Roman Reigns, and why the hell can I not remember who it was that he was fighting with? Anyway, I don't think it really matters. Y2J and Kevin Anderson lost. So you can, champions can lose on dark shows. They just can't lose the belt. Overall, it was like a 3-hour show, and it was very, very entertaining. I have to tell you, if you have a chance to go see shows like this, even if it's a dark show, if you have a chance to see it live, it is so fun to do because it's a lot more entertaining than it is on TV. Because you have the crowd sitting there getting into it. You have everyone cheering for whatever side they're going on, because not everyone goes for the good guys, not everyone goes for the bad guys. You have the electricity in the air. You have everyone getting involved. Do it. This was probably one of the best birthday presents I've ever gotten. So, and I had a good time. $15 for the little program that you can remember things with. And tell you what, I didn't like New Day much. It's done here. But they put on a good show. Oh, Rusev. Rusev was fighting, and his girlfriend was being kind of a pain in the tuchus. Why is it that I don't remember who Rusev fought? But Rusev fought and lost, if I remember correctly. So, Sasha Banks and Bayley, the ones that took on Charlotte and Wonder Woman. But I'm telling you, go and watch them if they come in town. Because it was, if you're into that type of stuff, even remotely, it's so entertaining to watch in real life. So, hey, thanks. Like and subscribe. Who's your favorite wrestler? Mine, top 5, would be The Ultimate Warrior. Number 2 would be Kevin Nash. 3, Stone Cold Steve Austin. 4, The Rock. And number 5, China. Yeah, I know that's a little weird, but anyway, hey, thanks. Like and subscribe.